Coca-Cola was the king of the soft drink industry for decades. But back in 1985, they made a massive mistake. They tried to change what wasn't broken. They launched a new Coke and reformulated a version of their classic drink in an attempt to compete with Pepsi. They thought they had to do it, but the result was an absolute disaster. Consumers were outraged, they hated the change, and after just 79 days, Coca-Cola was forced to bring back the original formula. And here's a lesson for you. If you have a winning formula, don't reinvent the wheel just because you're bored or because a competitor is trying something different. Too many business owners try to chop and change things up unnecessarily instead of doubling down on what already works. Find what's working for your business and double down on it. In fact, 10x on it, and you can be guaranteed that you will be more successful rather than spreading yourself thin and taking on a ton of new problems with something that you haven't mastered. Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix for just $50 million in the early 2000s. They laughed at the offer. A decade later, Blockbuster was dead and Netflix was worth over $200 billion. They ignored the trend. They thought they were untouchable. They paid the price. And here's the big lesson for you. If your market is evolving, i.e. they have different requirements, they're following different people, they have different interests and growing expectations, you need to be ahead of the curve. Right now, AI automation and digital communities are changing the way businesses scale. If you're not adapting, you're going to get left behind. So if you want to stay ahead of the game, join my weekly newsletter. Link is in show notes, and I break down the trends, strategies, and insights that will keep you ahead of the competition. The most important thing for you as a CEO or a business owner is how can I be the most relevant option for the market right now with your marketing, with your sales process, and your product. Yahoo had not one, but two golden opportunities. In 1997, they could have bought Google for just $1 million. In 2006, they could have bought Facebook for $1 billion. They passed on both. Now, Google and Facebook are worth trillions, and Yahoo's a footnote in the internet history. Here's the lesson for you. Big opportunities often look small at the time. Never let fear or short-term thinking stop you from making moves that can change your future. Who uses Yahoo now? Nobody. 10% new, different, exciting. In 1962, Deca Records told the Beatles guitar groups were on their way out. One of the biggest miscalculations in music history. The Beatles went on to dominate their industry, making Deca's decision one of the worst ever. And here's the big lesson for you. Be open to new opportunities, but don't chase every trend. In fact, when you chase a trend, everybody else is doing it, and it commoditizes your own message, which essentially means that people end up competing in price. The sweet spot is 90% of what works plus 10% new, different, and exciting. That's how you stay ahead without losing your foundation. Nokia dominated the mobile phone market, then smartphones arrived. Do you remember the Nokias? The 3210? Great phone. You can tell I was a 90s kid. But here's the thing, instead of adapting, Nokia doubled down on its outdated system. They ignored Android, clung to their old way of doing things, and got obliterated by Apple and Samsung. So here's a lesson for you. AI automation and content disruption are changing businesses right now. If you're still running your business like it's 2015, you're already left behind. So stay up to date. Remember what I said, stay relevant. That means both for you and for all the tools, teams, software, mentorship, courses, and learning that you're currently using. Know your competition. MySpace was the king of social media. MySpace had all the users, but they didn't innovate. They didn't improve. They got lazy and they lost. Here's a lesson for you. If your competition is moving faster than you, you're dead. The best businesses constantly innovate, optimize, and improve their customer experience. Go and interview your top clients, the ones that have spent the most with you over the last 5 to 10 years. Find the top 3, interview them and ask them what was different about us? What piece of content ultimately allowed you to buy into us? What was the one that made you make your decision? How likely are you to use us in the next 6 months? What other options are you looking at? What sucks? What doesn't? What's great? What's not so great? Ask your best clients who are currently paying you what is great about you and how you can continually evolve. And if you work with those best clients, you will shape your marketing, shape your sales process, and shape your product into an amazing experience that transforms lives and solves big problems. And that's what you get paid for. Protect yourself. IBM had the chance to own the operating system game, but instead of securing exclusive rights, they let Microsoft keep control. Microsoft took the software, licensed it to everyone, and became the tech giant they are today. But IBM lost their edge. Here's the lesson. Protect your business, whether it's contracts, brand positioning, or exclusivity, or working with top industry-leading clients. Make sure you control the key assets in your industry that drive your positioning, because if you don't have positioning, everything gets harder. Who you're associated with, the results that you showcase, everything that drives the perception of these guys are the best. You want to protect that at all costs. If you don't own your positioning, someone else will, and they'll nudge you out of the way. Always make a point of showcasing and creating the perception that you are the top of your game. And if there's somebody way bigger than you right now, hold out, because you behave your way to positioning just like they did. If they're already doing it, that's what's available to you. Keep that in your mind to stay sane. Avoiding these mistakes is one thing, but if you want to build a business that prints money while you take time off, you need systems and strategies that save you time and scale your income. In the video above, I break down the 10 habits that save me literally 20 plus hours per week. Click here to watch it now. Don't waste another year making the same mistakes everyone else is making. Let's scale and grow smart, but most importantly, build a business that allows us to live life on our own terms. Protect it at all costs, because it's your #1 source of wealth.